Yeah, I'll be up late tonight. Don't take anything away from our opponents, but we just grabbed defeat from the jaws of victory, basically. 7 walks and 11 hits and 13 guys left on base, and we just couldn't do anything when it mattered. Well, we did. I guess we puffed their lip a little bit in the seventh, and we set the table all day. We just didn't take advantage of it and do anything to sustain it. And I think that there's. I don't like the way our bunting game's going. We're not executing there, and we keep going to it because we think there's some possible hits available, and we're not exploiting or doing the things that we're capable of doing. And then you end up doing things like that, where exuberance with Dyer trying to score, and where there was a couple other opportunities where we should have advanced, we didn't, and so it was a little bit backwards today.
On Dyer's there, was that just him kind of seeing the ball go back?
Trying to win. And never question an athlete that goes for it like that. I'm sure Matthew will blame himself, but whether it's a pitcher, fielder, or a base runner, we want our guys to be aggressive and go for it. And I think he smelled tying run, and twice today there was opportunity for the on-deck hitter to be a little more active to help, because that's a tough read for him going away from him, and we teach that, and so the fix there is that we do a better job on deck. Again, not blaming Pat's laugh, but he's been around long enough that he could have helped Dyer right there with a real loud no kind of deal. So anyway, there was a lot more plays than just that one. The magnifying glass is on that one, and that's the way the game ended. And it looked like their pitching was a little bit nervous there at the end. So.
Then just a couple guys throwing out the plate there. Again, that's just sort of taking your chances there and being aggressive.
Yeah, coach went for it with 2 outs on the one when he tried to wheel him from second.
Yeah.
Their first baseman's had a little bit of a tough go of it, although he made a good play on Matthew's ball later, but it was scorched, and did a nice job of recovering and throwing whoever that was out at the plate. And then we pinch run Stutzman, and he got a good read on that, and it was a blooper. So I'm not going to blame Coach Ullman. I think he's one of the best third base coaches I've ever seen. So.
You got a pinch runner, they bring in a defensive replacement. It was kind of one of those games where your pinch hitter gets on, your pinch runner runs, and kind of both you guys were going back and forth making some changes. Patslaff gets a pinch hit for you. Some of these decisions did pay off.
Yeah, Hagan did a nice job with his, and Kenyon did a nice job with his, walking and setting the table, and some other ones that we didn't execute a safety squeeze with Travis. We might be able to turn that one into a 2. That's why I'll be up late tonight. I could have ran Brashears, who's a little bit faster than Stutzman, but I wanted to save him for possibly what he ended up doing, running and playing defense. So, it may have made a difference. So it's really easy for me to point my fingers at the players. I think we just need to play better in a lot of different areas. That's what I'm going to talk about.
The fact that you guys are fighting for the postseason lives, as you mentioned earlier in the week, does that also magnify this one and how close it was?
Yeah, absolutely. Every win that we can get in and outside of conference right now, is we're in the survival rate and in the survival mode, and especially at home, you want to stand pat at home, and we feel like we should have won this one, not taking anything away from the Sun Devils.
Tomorrow, guys haven't had much luck on Sundays. What's going to change, or what needs to change for tomorrow?
Well, that'll start with Stringer. Stringer's going to start, and hopefully we can be right on how long we let him go. We've been guilty of letting him go a little bit too long sometimes, and you don't want to panic. You don't want to get him out of there too soon, but we've got some good bullets in the bullpen behind him, so we're just going to have to win on Sunday for a change.
The grandkid born?
Yeah, that happened late last night. I don't know exact time, but about 20 minutes after I talked to the team, and I was actually FaceTiming and saw my son-in-law deliver Gunners' name. Mama's doing good, and the baby's in NICU right now because it was born 5 weeks premature, and there's a couple hopefully little issues. And probably since you said that, this is my career and my life, and a big part of my life. Losing a tough game like this, but Gunner's more important than anything that happened here today. So my mind will be on that. Maybe that'll help me go to sleep tonight. Praying for my daughter and Gunner.
Or give you something as you're staying up to at least
to watch him. Yeah.
How about 2017? It's probably, what'd you say, 9 grandkids? Probably the first one you've ever seen on FaceTime come out.
No? Let me see. Yeah, I missed my number 7. Tried to get actually back from a trip here to get back to LA. I flew into LA and it took me 4 hours to get to the Marietta from the airport, so I missed it by about 18 minutes. So it was cool seeing the look on my son-in-law's face, big old football hands. I mean, he had the biggest hands in the NFL draft the year he got drafted, and to see that little baby come out and the doctor actually let him deliver the baby, so it was really cool.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Right on. Congratulations.
Thanks for putting a smile back on my face.
Congrats.
Thanks.
What's the son-in-law's name who played for UCLA?
Rodney Leslie, Leisle. He was a All-American, All-Pac guy, and played for the Saints. Last year, when the Saints won the Super Bowl in 2009, he was on that team. He's got a ring. And
Is he a lineman?
defensive tackle, yeah. I say yes, sir, to him.